Hi everyone, welcome back to Pickleball Unplugged. And I'm here with my friend and co host Anisha. And today we have with us two other captains, the captain of the Mavericks, Sreekar, and the captain of my team, the Raptors, Rishabh. So happy to have you guys here.
Thank you. Pleasure is all ours.
It's been so fun talking to the captains and getting to know how they've been forming their teams, how they felt during the auction, whether they're happy with the results. So we're gonna dive into all of that today. So do you want to start us off, Shrikar, with you've been one of the kind of leading people in pickleball in Hyderabad, not only for how well you play, but I think people really look to you for coaching, guidance, mentorship. I'm one of those people. Yeah, so it's obviously no wonder. Obviously, you're chosen as an icon player. So when you first got that call, what did you think? How did you feel, in terms of the creation of HPL, and then how did you then start focusing on, before the auction, what kind of people you needed to recruit into your team or bid for your team?
Yeah, when Vikrant told me about this concept, I really dialed into this and I play this sport a lot and I like teaching a lot. So I train many people at Hop. And so I was all dialed in and I was like, he explained me about the 8 teams and 8 captains and different venues. And I see the sport growing a lot during those last 1 year. So I was excited. And coming to auction, when I pick my players, right? I look for some experience, not just in pickleball. They might have played various sports in front of larger crowd. So I thought there will be around 200 to 300 people watching the game. It's all about handling pressure. And if it is about skill, I can anyways train them. So that was the main thing I looked at. And when I was picking players, I also thought of the players should be able to play two categories. At least because it's a long season, 3 week season. If someone is injured, someone has to take play a role where he can play two categories, right? So that's all I looked at, and yeah, now there are all different personalities. We'll be working with them to try to understand and complement each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you went to the auction, you had this in mind. Did you have a list of players already that you wanted? You did like kind of identify? Did you call players and ask if they were available and say that, I'm going to bid for you? Like, did you have any of that kind of level of planning already done prior to the auction?
No, I was not that proactive to see who is there or not. I was just looking at the list.
Yeah.
And the final day, I think we decided like we'll pick this guy where he can play two categories and all. Not. I did not do the that much deep dive into that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we never know even if you have a list whether it come to or not. Right? So most of the people I know we played in the tournaments and all. So that was one thing. And yeah, one two people like Sama Satvika, my brother has spoke to her, and one more guy. We just checked with Vishnu if he is available or not. He was not sure about that all.
Yeah.
So, but not really, not really. And we had very few players on the list. Let's see how the option goes. We thought, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, your team is star-studded. You have Vishnuvardhan, you have Satvika Sama, you have Nandu Kidambi, you have Ishita Raju as well. So, I mean, these are all players that have performed or played their respective sports like professionally. And sorry, Vishal Punna, how could I forget
Right.
my favorite, Vishal Punna? Our favorite, yes. Um, so, I mean, some people think you just got lucky getting all of these star players on your team. How do you feel? Because with um, such stars might also come with a great responsibility and also kind of managing, different personalities.
Right.
Yeah, could you speak a little bit more about that?
Yeah, they're all great players. They have played the sport for enough time and they understand each other well. So for me as a captain, it's more about like trying to understand them and try to build a chemistry between whoever they're partnering with.
Yeah.
So each one has some strengths and weaknesses. It's all about understanding who is going to do what role. So I'm trying to, as a captain, my role is to make sure that they're comfortable playing each other and build a confidence in them. And this can be done. Yeah.
Okay. I think I remember Shikar, and when I asked you how your experience has been with the team so far, Shikar's response was, I'm still learning about the people. I'm still getting to know them, which is for me an interesting strategy from a captain's point of view to manage their team, which is to understand each person and then facilitate a journey accordingly. Right. So, is that your approach towards sort of helping your team level up or helping them realize their potential, where you look at what each person is good at rather than one shape fits all kind of an approach?
Yeah, true, true. Everyone has their own fears, everyone has their own strengths. Try to understand where they're coming from. Like certain people like to play under pressure. Some certain people like to, just like in cricket, certain people like to open up the order. Certain people like to play down the order. Right? It all depends on what their strengths are. I'm not going to try to see what their weaknesses are and try to point out too much into the. Like I have my own weaknesses, they have their own weaknesses. See how they can complement each other and make a better team. So everyone has that plus and minus. It's all about the captain to bring the best out of them. So I don't want the player playing my team and not bringing the best. If I see him going to a next some other team next year and performing well, that means I feel like I did not utilized him well in my team.
Absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of people resonated with your most recent video that you had posted on the Mavericks page, where if you don't feel like you can bring the best out of your players, you feel like you failed as a captain. And so I think that was also a wake up call, perhaps to other icons and captains, that they have like such a responsibility to their teams and their individual players to do just that. So, yeah, great job, Shrika. I also think that you come from an extensive background of playing tennis, and you've also been coaching prior to this. You've been an author who's written Behind a Sports Champion, and you've really been in the sporting ecosystem for a while. So, do you think that sort of experience gives you an edge in terms of how you help a team rise to their potential?
Yeah, definitely, definitely a lot. Like for the last 10 years, I've been interviewing many people across India, traveling a lot, trying to talk to the champions, their parents, and the world-class coaches. And I took a lot of philosophies from what they have said, and I learned a lot from them. And I try to see what fits well. Like, like every person is not the same. Everyone has their own principles and core values. As a coach, I pick the best and see how I can bring the best out of the player. Yeah, that helped a lot, definitely.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. So, Sham, I know you've been quiet for a while, and we'd like to know about your story as well.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you were brought on board as one of the icon players of Hyderabad Pickleball League? What's your experience there?
Yeah. So my thing was I think I was one of the players in the pool because I got to know about this thing through Saithi, one of the captains of the Nandi Chargers. She told me, I have a plan of taking you this, that. So I was like, yeah, cool. I didn't know what's happening behind. I didn't know anything. Then I think one day before finalizing the league and telling everyone about it, Himanshu called me, your husband. Himanshu called me and he said, Rishabh, there's this thing about the league, and I was out at work. I couldn't hear him properly, but all I heard is pickleball, and you have to give time. I said, yeah, anything for pickleball. So that's how I got on board. And then next day, I'm like, oh, it's such a big thing. And then as the day keeps going, I met my owner, who's really cool. Thanks to him, he gave me all rights, do anything and everything. I'll try to help you. I'm just there. He didn't interrupt me or nothing. So I had full access on buying the players and trying to strategize. But on the other hand, like how Shrikar told, he didn't have a plan. But I had a basic plan because there was this duper thing where the captains who have lower duper have an opposite. So I had a brief paper of the players I need and touched all of them. I got most of them. So I'm really happy, and that's it. That's how this thing went.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, I remember you all were one of the teams in the auction that you had a purse of 3 lakhs and you spent 2,90,000 on category A players, right? And you had to
Correct.
buy what, 4 or 6 more players after that,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Right. So, what did that moment feel like? Like, you have only 10,000 and still another Sort of, was that planned or it just so happened that?
The thing is, we had names, like I told you, we had a list of names in which Sayam is there, Rahul. My sister was not on the list though, Niharika. She was a subcat. No, no, no. She was a guaranteed no in the team because I was expecting other teams to bid for her. But and we were laughing at Nandi Chargers because they spent most of the money initially. Then before the pool A finished, we were left with 10,000. I was like, oh, we were just laughing 2 minutes before that we don't have. But yeah, we got our players. Niharika was definitely a surprise. Our owner was like, we went on till 80, I think. And then I was like, light, anyway, any which ways, two other teams are trying for her. We won't get her. And then I think the last one, our owner Kaushikana picked, and then nobody else bid. I think Samir's team, All Stars bid, but our duper was lower overall. We got her very really lucky and happy with all the others. Tamim, we had him in the list. I've seen him play a few weeks before. Good addition to the team. And you as well, because I've seen you play. You're not too scared to play against anybody, let it be boys, girls, or anyone. That's the thing. And then there's Sonia. She was a surprise too. I didn't expect that I would have gotten her for 10K. Uh, so yeah, it was really surprised. And the other guys as well, 35 plus, Ratnakar. I didn't know how he plays, but apparently he won some intermediate bronze or something in Hyderabad Open. Really nice. They have a good solid team. So I'm really happy with the team.
Amazing. So, I mean, I of course have personal exposure to this because I'm part of the team, but I'd like you to share with everyone on what your approach towards helping this team, give a winning performance during the league is. How are you helping them practice? What is your strategy and approach on that? Right.
Yeah, my thought process of getting the players, I wanted someone who's more experienced in this particular sport, who's been playing the sport more than what I have played, because I've started recently. So Sayam is there in the circuit since more than 12 to 18 months. Even Rahul, he's been actively coaching as well. He's been playing for more than 3-4 years. So I wanted someone who's more experienced so that our players and all of us, including me, also learn a few things from everywhere, whoever we can. So that was the thing. And then I don't want to make lots of changes in the players because 2 months is too less a time, if you see. So if it's making major changes in somebody, like if you just tell them not to play their stroke, don't do this because it's not helpful, it'll just demotivate them and the whole thing might fall off. So my thing is just makes few changes, whatever little minute things which will help them and give them confidence. And what I've learned through my tennis is don't tease them too much. Just tell them a few things which they'll use it in the game, and it should feel as if the player is doing it by himself. That's how my coach used to teach us. So that's a very good thing because you mentally feel that, oh yeah, they didn't teach me, I just got this. So it boosts you and it makes you play better than what you actually play. Just get your A game out. Result is secondary, but yeah, just keep them happy, make them play whatever they want, and just keep the team's atmosphere happy and energy is high always. That's it. Nothing special or nothing. Not teaching them too much is my mantra as of now.
Interesting. Interesting. Of course, I've experienced this. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's been great so far for the team. Rishabh, you had mentioned your owner, Kaushik and Divya, and Sreekar, Varun, your brother, is the owner of the Mavericks. I guess, can you both speak to the relationships that you guys kind of have with the team owners, with your respective team owners? I know it kind of varies. For example, QT Warriors not only have like both the team owners of QT Reddy, Saina Nehwal. They also have a CEO in Shantanu. So I guess, how do you kind of delegate responsibilities in terms of owners, captains, etc.? If you both could speak to that.
Yeah, in my case, Varun is very passionate about pickleball. He plays a lot, but he's not too involved in what decisions I take and how many practice sessions I conduct. So he left everything to me only. So if at all there is some change or some drop off, something, anything, if one player is not available and all, then we may discuss. Otherwise, it's all me only has given the permission. There's not much involved in the anything.
So a lot of flexibility in terms of your decision making. And is that similar for you, Rishabh, as well?
Yeah, My initial conversation with Kaushikana he was like, see, I don't know anything about pickleball. I'm really passionate about the sport. I'm doing it for the community. So I was like, super, that's what I need as an owner. He doesn't put any pressure on me of doing any particular thing. I was more than happy. He just gave me all rights, do whatever. I just gave him the list of the players like I told you. I was like, yeah, we'll try for them. If not, then you plan whatever. And the practice sessions as well. He was really particular on getting us an indoor court. It was right. I thought the rains would stop after Ganesh Chaturthi, but his prediction was right. We needed an indoor court, and we have a indoor practice session court, particularly for us. So yeah, I think there's not much of particular decisions which he says, but yeah, he gave us a few tips which really helped because we were stuck at 35 plus during the auction. But he gave us a really good idea which all of you will be knowing during the league. Just wait for it. I think it'll be a good surprise.
These all sound very positive, really nice. I mean, it sounds like the auction went well. It sounds like everything's kind of going well. Is there anything kind of that you're dealing with right now, having to troubleshoot, whether it's perhaps maybe a player not being able to show up that you thought would, or someone not playing to their potential, or I don't know, maybe even just some logistical issue you didn't even see coming? Um, before the league actually starts on October 10th that you both are dealing with. Yeah, things that aren't going as planned. Yes.
So in my team, there are players who are traveling and traveling a lot, and they stay a little far away from this place. So I always tell them to practice at your convenience because they're all working. They have their own things at home and all. So I give them that liberty. If you are in doubt, if you need some confidence, come and ask me for help. If you are okay, if you are doing well once in a while, on Sundays, less traffic, you can come down. So I'm not putting much pressure on them. Practice are completely up to them. So it's definitely if they feel that they're not doing well, they only will want to come and improve and show up. Maybe after the first game, they realize that if they don't do well, that they want to come. It's a team sport, so no one wants to let your teammates down. And so many people are watching. They don't want to perform poorly and feel bad in front of so many people. So it's completely individual choice. They're all grown-ups. They know. And I know about their challenges at their end. They're staying too far. Nothing is mandatory. It's completely up to them. But once in a while, if they come, it's good that team gets to know each other and play together. It's always fun. And I want to create a memorable experience for them in this 3 months. And
3 years.
yeah, this 3 years. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that was a perfectly safe answer.
For us, yeah, I mean, we have a few difficulties. Not difficulties, but just like situations because everyone has their life plan. Let's say even you had a holiday in between. So there was no issue, but she is obviously compensating. She's trying to come for more number of classes. Classes are in the training sessions. And then there's Sonia. She's not available, but she's really passionate and she wants to participate. So as long as the players are willing and they're really passionate about the sport, we're more than happy to get them in and get them a good facility. And we have a separate physio as well. So if there's anything, even a small twitch, we just go to the physio and like, see me being, I never went to a physio ever in my life. But now as he's available, if there's a twitch in my knee, I just say, sir, see what is there. It's really helpful. Thanks to our owner, both the owners, but yeah, they're doing really well. No major issue as of now. Everyone is happy. Everyone's doing well. We have got a plan to initiate, but let's see how it goes because playing the match is totally a different thing.
Right.
Planning on a paper and practicing at the home ground or home venue is very different. But on the match day, like how Sreekar told, many people around, nobody wants to let our team down. Nobody wants to miss an easy ball. Nobody wants to be humiliated. Everyone wants to give their best because the season is going to run long and there's others as well coming soon. So it's just a learning experience for all of us, and let's hope we do well.
So I think since everything is going so well in your innovator teams, we should think about outside work in the other teams, right? Yeah, yeah. So, okay. So, to understand that, you obviously all have been exposed to what the teams are currently, and you've been an active part of the community from before the league itself. So you know how players are, how they play. So, in your opinion, who do you consider the strongest teams country, which, followed by who do you think are the weakest ones, right? And that doesn't have to be based on player ability, but maybe just how they might have miscalculated who's going to win what category or how many categories, like, in a battle, and then that's actually going to affect.
To me.
Sure, yeah. You can start it off, Shrika.
So I'm kind of a person, I really don't look at what the other teams are. When I pick the team, it's just my team. I never focused on who took whom and all.
Yeah.
I was just focusing on what I needed. Then many people came and told that yours is the strongest team. I really don't know whom I just focused on this. Even now, I don't know which combinations are playing, who is playing, and I don't want to waste time and space in my head thinking of too many things.
Your conversational style is so similar to the way you play pickleball. Extremely defensive, okay? So good at blocking, dodging, and feeding.
See what happens is on October 10th, I think so much. But some players might not be available in your squad, or someone is injured in their squad. Doesn't make any sense. Let's see on that day who is available based on what I got in my hand. So I'll give the lineup accordingly. Thinking too much, it's just that stress. So there are many people in my team. They go around all other teams. They keep telling me, Anna, she's playing singles, he's playing doubles. It's okay, let them be.
So many people, just one person.
So there are 2, 3 people in my team who done all that. But I really don't think too much that we are here to play good pickleball. Let's see.
How are you, Rishabh?
Me, I think, see, I do think a little because I mean, for me, it's like a redemption. This sport, pickleball, is like a redemption. I used to play tennis before. I tried my luck. I did well, but I couldn't end up in a good career. Let's say I stopped, whatever. So this is kind of similar to that sport. This got us going. So I had a responsibility in my head before that no, whenever I play I need to think or whatever. Then when I got this opportunity of leading a team, and then I thought no, I can't take this lightly. It's not too much stress for me though, but yeah, I need to take some time off, like how you said. But yeah, I could manage well, and then let's see, like how Sreekar told. I have a few plans in my head of whom I am gonna put or who's gonna play what. But yeah, in the end, depends like how if there's some emergency or something, a player is not available, we can't do anything. And coming down to which team is the strongest, I think all the teams are really balanced. There are few teams here and there which are not because see, let's say, I think Starry Smashers have two strong women, but getting women players was our key interest too. Like how I got you and Sonia and Niharika. But I don't know who the men players are, like, because that is also a major listing. So it'll be interesting because it's a match after all. It's just matter of 15 points. A few points here and there, anything can happen. So it's just that we want our players to play well. But yeah, I'm really I'm really curious to see how they manage their team. How will their lineup be? And strongest, I think there are a couple of teams. It's not like one team is strongest. Like how Shrikar, others told Shrikar that your team is strong. Even I feel that this team is good and balanced. Not about strong or weak right now. It's about balance. Starry doesn't seem strong because I feel they're not that balanced. The team is, the women, no doubt, are really strong. Like I said, the balance is missing. And the other teams, I think our team is really balanced and doing good. Likewise, Nikhil's team, Tremor Titans, is really nice and balanced. Let's see what happens on the day. And the other teams are good as well. But these are the few teams, and Nandi charges also because they've been in the scene since a long time. I mean, they have a few experienced players. Saiti has been there since long. So I think it all depends on the match day and how who performs under the pressure of crowd and how big HPL is going and all of it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you said crowds of 200, 300. We actually had QTD here saying the first event she's going to get 1,000 people. So it's going to be truly massive. Yeah, it's going to be, there will be very big events, and it's going to be probably quite a unique experience for a lot of people playing the Hyderabad Pickleball League, where they're going to be performing or dealing with the pressure of performing in front of crowds that are now outrightly going to be supporting teams, right? We're used to tournaments that we play on weekends because we were interested in the sport. But we're not used to crowds
Correct.
who are, probably just cheering on the other team. And that plays a big role in your mental headspace. Yeah. So I think one interesting point to touch upon would be curious on is how much of a role do you think the mental headspace of a person plays in terms of their performance? Because while we're all aware of your skill based practice and physical fitness, the mental wellness aspect of an athlete is a very crucial element when it comes to performing in sports, right? So, is that something that y'all have taken into account while prepping your teams for the league?
Yeah. So basically, if you want to play positive and handle the pressure well, it all depends on what competence and what skill level you have. So if you have this good skill level and competence, then definitely are confident. Like if you have prepared for the exam, you read all the book, then you go stress free and less anxiety to the exam, right? If you're not prepared well, you always feel nervous what's going to come, how can I handle and all that. So I more focus on the skills first. And if there are some athletes who are always worried about uh, I don't know how I'm going to play. And then for them I talk about how to handle the pressure. But otherwise you can't fake confidence. It will be very easily exposed if you don't have the game and you try to be like I'm very confident I can pull out. It's not possible. That's why, you have to have the skill set. Then only you build the confidence. Yeah.
I agree totally with Sreekar. See, if you don't have the skills and if you're trying to fake the confidence, okay, maybe one match, two match, and then it comes out evidently. I think you need to have those basic skills and you need to be open to learning. All of us are new to the sport, like most of them. So if Sreekar comes and says, no, your forehand is not this, then I have to listen. If I'm too stubborn and saying, no, I don't, I know my game, it's not going to happen. So we all are trying to build a community, I think. Just that everyone should be open to learning, and then if not, it'll just pull you down one day or the other. And yeah, I think it is mental as well, but I think after one or two matches, the battles will know who's mentally weak or who's scared to play in front of the crowd. But yeah, initially, I think first week will be pressure for all of us as well. And the thing is, we have to fake confidence on the first day because our team builds and lives on confidence of how the captain has taken the pressure. So it's important for all of us to stay strong and heads up. Good point, bad point, crowd booing. Let's say we're playing, I heard that we're playing on Kirti's venue. So as she told you, she's getting 1,000 people. It's obvious that she would get her own people. So it'd be difficult for the other teams who's playing them. But skill set, if it's important, and to be calm, like how Sreekar is generally. It's important to be calm. So that'll just keep you that'll just help you to get your game in the running. Instead of playing your opponent's style, you need to get him to play like what you like. So if Sreekar is good at dinking, he'll try to dink so that we dink it back. If my style is hitting, so I would hit and expect him also to hit. If he's dinking, then I'll be under pressure. So I don't want that thing to happen. But all of that will know, I think, on the first week how who takes pressure and how things will change.
Don't worry, no controversial question here. You all spoke at length about mental fitness and performing under pressure. Can you think to shout out a few people, not only on your own team, but also in other teams, in the HPL who I think carry that pressure like really well?
I think any player who played to a certain level, I think he's already under pressure. I think in India, there's lots of other pressures as well. Every kid is carrying, let's say if he's a badminton player, he has family issues. There are many financial issues as well, which everyone is facing. So I think players in India have an advantage of handling the pressure well. But in general, because I've been one, so generally there's school pressure, studies pressure. There are not a lot of sponsors who do. But HPL, I really appreciate and thank HPL because they're doing such a good thing. I wish other sports also adapt to this. Obviously, I want this to be bigger, but I would want all the other people to support other sports as well. So I think pressure, I think all the players who played any kind of sport will be able to handle pressure. But yeah, maybe let's say I left tennis 8 years or 9 years ago. Maybe I forgot how to handle pressure, whatever. But it'll take some time. But yeah, it'll come back one day. Or I mean, after 5 points or 6 points. But yeah, you just have to be in the zone and you just have to get your A game in. Just hope that you get the luck back or whatever, focus back. Keep trying until you get it. Don't just give up or something. I think there are lots of others like I know Shashank, he used to play tennis. Tirtha Shashank, he's doing really well. Uh, Kirti Warriors Bhaskar is my partner as well. But yeah, I think all of those guys and Himanshu has been playing all the sports. Vivek Reddy. So I think Sreekar and I think all of the icon players and the other players have been playing one sport or the other in I mean professionally in their life at some point of their time. And the many others, I think whoever have played any sport at a professional level, I think they should be able to handle the pressure way easy, comparatively easier, and who are a little matured as well. Because age does help you to stay calm and lots of other things. So I think many players, mainly.
The athlete is thinking about what my captain is thinking, what others are going to say when I lose the match. Their main fears are this. So as a captain, if I tell them that what success means to them for me, and if I explain what success means to me and the team, that giving your best, what are the things you can control, play. The shot is there to be play. So I explain them all those things, and if I asking something which is in his control, then they can play better pickleball and they can handle the stress. Okay. So these are very important things like understanding what the fears are. Or he's more worried about what his teammates will think and what the community will think if it doesn't do well. So if you remove those two things, listen to me. This is what success means to me. I'm asking you to do something which is in your control. Just deliver it. I'm happy. That's what I say to remove the pressure. If someone is very new and not have much experience, but someone who have played a lot of sport, they know they have different ways to experience. Sometimes if they are down, I tell them it's a great opportunity to be a hero. Yeah. Yes, turn it down, turn it up. You don't get this chance every time. So, and sometimes what do you call? Uh, they come and ask me some suggestions in between the match. I keep telling them, do what you're doing, you're playing well, play to your strengths. They're very important. Unnecessarily telling too many things technically and all, it messes up a lot during the match. It's not easy for them to change something. So for me, it's all about I ask them to do what's in their control. Yeah. So that I remove that trigger. Yeah.
So no players you admire?
And like I feel Rohan plays very calm from Shahari Smashers. It's really good. Really good. Nice headspace. Always wanted to learn. I think that see because I worked with him, I was saying him playing at pop. He's a very good player. I speak. He make a big impact.
I think he'll definitely cause an upset. And
Yeah, maybe he's playing very good. Like easy.
yeah. Okay. So I think you have done a very, very good job sort of going through this entire episode very safely with us. You didn't get them to say names in the positive, but I can't so right. So we were done the heat up a little bit, and ask you questions where we just want you to be brutally honest and trust that everybody is going to take this in the right spirit. So this it's a competitive game at the end of the day, and opinions are here to stay. So by all means, so Anisha, what are our questions to turn up the heat? Okay, and I think are the biggest like drama kings or queens in the league. Ashrika, how do you feel about having two of them on your
No, they are pure entertainers. Sport is meant to be entertained. So if everyone is like me, it's so boring. Beyond the few characters in the sport.
Yeah.
So they bring different kind of energy to the team. Yeah, they're fun to watch. I also enjoy a lot as long as they're making sure they're playing the right game and making sure that partners are in the right space. That's very important. You have to respect each other. And yeah, I enjoy a lot. I let them be what they are. I can't change those things. There are certain things they bring different kind of energy, and I enjoy a lot. And I'm a different personality.
They bring a lot out of their opponents too,
Right.
as well, whether it's intimidation or also like, okay, what do I need to do in order to face them? So
Right.
Rishabh?
When you say drama, I was trying to think since the morning, but I haven't faced anyone as such. But if I have to, then I used to really think you're too dramatic on the court, not in a negative way, but I remember we were playing mixed doubles and then we were down 8 love or something, and then we broke them or something. You're like, come on. I'm like, no, we have to use this to get back. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think there's drama as such in a negative way, but it's like how Shrika told, it's just the way each of us are. Even I'm too dramatic on the court, to be fair. And whenever I get a chance, I try to get into opponents' minds. And I think this league will get every good and bad sides of everyone, and then it'll be out there on the camera and YouTube.
All right. Okay. Who is the one player that you think sort of deserved to be a part of the league, but you were surprised that they didn't get picked up?
There are many actually. Like Vijayanand was such a good player. Yes, coming from tennis. Not many people have watched him play.
Yes, such a great soft game.
Yeah, such a good soft game. And for next year, he could be a big contender in the auction. Dinesh is a very good player. A long, a tall guy with a lot of reach and all. He'll make it. And Vikramaditya is a very good player. It's unfortunate not everyone we can't take them in the team because we have different dynamics what we have planned in the auction. But yeah, there are many good. Dhruv is a youngster, upcoming 16-year-old tennis player. He has got solid strokes. I think next year he will also go big. Yeah, there are many good players in the Challenger Cup.
Yeah, I think there were a few players. There were a lot of players who expected that they would be picked by the league, but due to the constraints of the team and there were a few compulsions which we had to fulfill, it was difficult for us also to accommodate all of them. And then each of the teams, I think, have their own uh, predetermined players which they wanted, and I think all of them have one or the other. Uh, Surprising, I think Abhishek, because he started way too before all of us and he's good with everyone. As this is a community sport, I thought he would have been there, but he had a good opportunity to be playing in the Challengers Cup, which HPL hosted. But yeah, unfortunately, he was too busy or he had some other commitments with his work. But yeah, I was surprised. Anisha as well. I thought she'll be picked, but like I told, I didn't expect that you would also come. I had you on the list though, but I didn't expect that I would be able to pick you on the base price. But yeah, I think it's just the team dynamics and the scroll system also. The players, I mean, the player when they were coming. So sometimes you felt at some moments you felt like you had to wait for somebody to come, and the other second there's a pressure of others waiting as well for the same player. So it's a new thing, and everyone is a new learning for all of us. And then that's it. It was difficult for all the captains and owners also to wait for somebody or to pick somebody. But yeah, otherwise, surprise was Abhishek and Anisha for me, and Akanksha as well, because she's been here in this pickleball thing since a long time. For me, those were the
Anurag is a good
yeah. Dinesh, like he told, all of them were really good. It's just that the tournaments which we played, I mean, they were not in my pool or something. So I didn't see them further or something. So they were really good. And I think, like how Shrikar is telling, next season they all be high bidding players. Dhruv, I've seen him play. And then lots of other players like Dhruv and Madhav. There's another kid called Madhav. He's really good. They just they're playing tennis and this as well. And Shashank, as I told you, he just started playing pickleball, and all the others from Tremor titles mainly. Janvi, she's been playing since quite a long time. I thought she would be picked, but yeah, team constraints and what all plans they had, it was difficult to accommodate the better players because they had to fulfill the other criterias of players. So yeah, these were the surprises for me, which I felt, oh, he didn't get picked.
Okay. And who's the player that you were surprised that they went for the price they went for? They were sort of, you would have thought that they're overvalued. Who is that one or two or how many other players and went for more than you expected? Again, this is not based on their skill set, right? Like everyone's really good. It's just because perhaps that auction dynamic at the time or whatever. Yeah. Because they needed a certain player.
I'm just trying to.
Or Gary's sports skill. I don't let you not stop. Actually, let you not stop. If that limits your ability to answer the question.
I'm typing names. Correct. No, I was going
For
to.
them, it might be there. He values that much for them. Them what combination they're looking at. But I don't know and answer this.
I mean, I see. To be fair, I don't remember who was sold for what, but see, like he said, I think that's fair that everyone has their own anticipations and everyone has their own. I mean, I'm a better player in my head rather than court. That's the scenario.
That's for everyone.
Yeah, that's the scenario for most of the players.
Playing like Ben Johnson.
Yeah, so I think it's just up to them. So yeah, it's difficult to say names, and to be fair, I don't remember what prizes everyone went for. But yeah, just for the clip, I'll say Niharika. That's in Fiodopa Valley.
Okay. I don't think we can squeeze any more.
I mean, I don't remember only how much who was sold for. So I can't comment on it that oh she was or he was oversold or sold for much. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This has been extremely informative and not at all controversial. Yeah. But thank you both for your time.
Thank you guys.